I get to interview Switch.
It's your boy.
It's your boy. Hey, dude. Remember when I asked should I wear the really nice sweater on Sunday so I look good on stream? You're like, no, dude. You got to wear it for me. Yeah. Yeah, you definitely did. Dude, congratulations. I know you've been looking for this for a really long time.
Yeah, first big win, man. First big tournament.
I started to hang out with you and get to know you basically when PM was your side game. And you were kind of up and coming in Melee with Super Smash Con 1.
Yep.
We didn't play any PM. We played all Melee.
We did.
And you were kind of on the rise, and you weren't really sure where you wanted to take it. And now, a little bit over a year and a half, 2 years later, and here you go. Like, you won a really big event.
Yep.
And you took names on the way there.
Yep.
And tell us like a little bit of how that started. Like when did PM kind of overtake Melee in terms of like how much you love it?
Yeah.
I want to take that over.
So like, I dropped PM for the most part in January of 2015. And I was like, you know, I just have more fun playing Melee, you know? So I played Melee for a while. And then I started to realize like what it took to be good and how Falco like worked at a top level. And I was like, eh. And I always entered PM. And then I can't pinpoint the exact tournament where I entered both events and did well in PM, but it happened. And I just kind of fell more in love with Wolf, kind of again, I guess. Because when I picked up Wolf, I fell in love with him. And he's just so fun. And yeah, just all of a sudden, I think some of it had to do with picking up Melee and really learning how the game works, because it's similar enough. And I don't know, I just started beating everyone. There was like that surge. Oh, yeah, maybe it was, yeah, in January 2016. Well, first I beat Frozen a couple months before that at like a Nebs, but then in January through till March, I just blew up. I beat the whole PR outside of Zahime.
We don't want to talk about it.
Come on,
so
man.
good.
Listen to Zelda, it feels bad.
He's so good.
But yeah, and I just kind of blew up, and then I was like, well, if I'm this good, I might as well just try to get better.
You've also changed up how you treat it too, because for a long time you didn't really come to Nebs, and now every week we see you there. And
every week.
And it's funny because New York, New Jersey, and Long Island have kind of become one really dedicated but small region, because there's not a lot of players there. We actually hope a lot of you guys want to turn out. If you haven't, if you think about coming down
if you
to
live
Nebs,
near Nebs,
you should come through, because he's coming through from New Jersey, and so is Nevergreen, and so is Kunai, and so are all these Ken in Black, who's just getting into it, Skullgirls player coming through. There's no real excuse anymore. People are making the trip out. You can probably get a carpool going.
Yeah, if you live in New Jersey, let me know.
Yeah, he's got a 12-seater, like a literal one.
We scoop through, actually 12 seats.
And do you feel like that's part of the reason why you've been able to kind of jump up? Like,
going to Nebs?
We joke around. Well, going to Nebs, like, I don't want to make it sound like Nebs is the mecca, but we joked around so much about how much of a god you were. But this was before you started doing it to yourself.
Yeah.
Do you think that was like the confidence boost you needed?
No, you know, the confidence boost I needed was definitely Gallo. That's why the 4-God tag, for anyone wondering, was first worn at Supernova, because I was telling Gallo for like 4 months I was going to win Supernova. I was like, I'm going to win Supernova. Watch me win Supernova. And I had no results like at any big tournaments to back this up whatsoever. And I dunked Sosa. Dunked. Emphasis on dunked. Sosa.
I heard you dunked Sosa, man.
And then I beat DVD, who I had previously lost to so many times, 3-0. I beat Fresh along the way, who I had just started beating. And I had myself the breakout tournament. And Gallo was always like, I knew you can do it, man. He was rooting for me the whole time. And yeah, like, someone telling you you're sick just means so much, man. It just means so much. Even if you're not, you just become sick. Like, especially when someone like Gallo says
I guess
that,
last thing is, what do you... I know winning is probably the #1 thing you're going to take away from Shuffle, because you had a long time coming. You've beaten top players for a while now, over a year of taking names over and over.
Wins.
But what's the one thing you take away from Shuffle?
Definitely when I was recovering and shortened Aidan. If you don't think that's the sickest shit you've ever seen, then you're just wrong.
I wanted to say the event, but you're like, no, not even the event. Break it down to a second, brother.
That was part of the event.
You had me. I mean, you definitely had me do the.
No, this event was super sick. Shout out to all the people who ran it. XYK for being the homie, driving us around a little bit when we got here, taking us out to some Mexican restaurant, and all the TOs and everybody. It was a great event. I had a lot of fun. I had a blast.
I'm so happy I came. I'm so glad they brought me out. And honestly, this is an event that I'm actually kind of sad we got here toward the end because the man Dylan right here, this is the last shuffle he's doing because he's graduating, and he's done such an excellent job. And if it continues, he could probably continue under a different name, or someone else will take over the reins. Maybe Zyke will.
Maybe.
But I've had an amazing time. And do you want to jump on and say anything? No, he's like, I'm too modest. I'm too good looking for this crap.
He's definitely too gorgeous.
And he's done an amazing job. And like I said, I'm upset that I got here late, but it's on the circuit, and I came here this year because of everything I've heard last year. And it lived up to the hype, and hopefully it continues because the Midwest, you guys have been amazing.
Yeah.
Very hospitable.
Very nice people. Super
I had
hospitable.
a fantastic time. Chibo, it's always great working with you.
Yeah.
I guess I'm going to
shout-outs.
sign us off right now. That's the segue we're given.